Hi guys, just wanted to tell you that I'm going to bring back the matchup series, so I'll try to upload more matchup videos. I'll also try to not sound like a depressed monotone monkey, but I mean I can't really help it when I'm reading a script. For this episode I played against Dingodile, a Diamond 1 Yasuo main with almost a million mastery points. For the runes I like to go either flat AD or flat AD with a bit of attack speed, since these runes offer the most strength in laning phase. For my masteries I like to go forever if I'm up against the top lane Yasuo, since I can auto-attack him more and it also helps me to zone and punish him harder. For mid lane Yasuo the trades will be shorter, so I like to go Thunderlords because mid lane itself is shorter and it doesn't really allow for too many auto-attacks without walking into tower range or overextending too much. Now first of all you should check if it's an aggressive or passive Yasuo level 1. If he starts with Doran's Blade, you can expect him to start with E and be aggressive level 1. If he starts with Doran's Shield, you can expect him to start with Q and be passive. Notice how I'm punishing him with both of my Qs and how I'm trying to squeeze in auto attacks every time I can. I'm also very present in lane and I'm trying to zone him as much as possible. Now here in this clip he did a slight misplay and went for a bad trade, so if you see a Yasuo do this, you have to punish him. Keep in mind that I'm still in melee form and I'm using all of my abilities before I switch to range form. Once I bursted him down and he flashed away, I just waited for his shield to run out and flashed in myself to finish him off. Considering that he loses out a good chunk of experience and golds and that I got first blood, this trade was very well worth it. Now here in this clip I didn't respect his potential level 2 and thought I could just burst him down in time. Yasuo can't really win level 1 all-ins against Jayce, so I was confident in trading with him. But if he hits level 2 before you do, he can very easily turn the fight around. Here I am 1 kill behind now, but I can still trade with him because I have Trevor and Jayce is still stronger than Yasuo pre-6. Yasuo made 2 key mistakes that I capitalized on. First of all, he missed his Q. Second of all, he used his wind wall too early and gave me the ability to fire my Q at any time I want. I haven't used my Q on him because I know it would get cancelled by his knock-up, so instead I just auto-attacked him and Q'd him afterwards. With the slow of my Q and my ranged auto-attack I was able to finish him off. Here I catch him with a max range AoE Q. We trade for a bit, but since Jayce has the upper hand early and I run forever as well, he loses the trade pretty hard. I'm not using my Q until he has used his wind wall. Then I proceed to miss my Q like a hard stuck scrub. Afterwards I use my gate to grant vision of him and get into position to finish him off. To showcase more things you should avoid, here I run at him in a straight line and just use my Q. It's very predictable, very bad, and it forced me to flash. Afterwards I miss my Q while still getting hit by his Q. If he would have been level 6, that would have caused a death. After that I try to catch him with a max range AoE Q, but I fail. And at that point I'm just prey for Yasuo. It took 3 mistakes for Yasuo to kill me as Jayce. That should tell you about the strength Jayce has in his matchup early on. Unless the Yasuo player starts with Doran's Shield, plays very safe, waits for jungle ganks, rushes ninja tabis and is a bitch. This matchup is very snowball heavy, so if the Yasuo gets a lead early on and has zeal plus 6, he can very easily out-trade and kill you. But Jayce can do pretty much the same, so it's more of a skill matchup with varying power spikes between each other. Now against the top lane Yasuo with Doran's Shields, who starts with Q, it's a lot more difficult to get a lead, so you can't play as aggressive against him. Here I mess up my XP management and he gets level 2 before me. Then we proceed to fight for a bit. Afterwards I flash for no reason because I expected a Q, and I get hit by his Q, which would have almost caused a death. In this clip the Yasuo goes on me, I switch to melee form to avoid as much damage as possible, then I jump on a minion, predicting where he will dash and catch him with my AoE slow. Then he dashes away from me and gets his tornado charged up. At that point I have to space myself, because the closer I am to him, the easier he will have it to hit his Q. Once he has wasted his wind wall, I try to go for a kill, but I miss my Q, so I miss out on a kill. Yeah, I managed to catch him with my AoE Q and went for a quick W Thunderlord proc trade. Since it's a mid lane matchup now, going for Thunderlords is definitely better. I once more catch him with my AoE Q, trade with him, know that he will use his wind wall, so I'm prepared to just walk through the wind wall. I wait till he's finished dashing, I aim my Q at him, I force him to flash, he's engaging on me, I am not using my Q, instead I auto-attack, because my auto-attack goes through faster and can't be cancelled as easily. I didn't get in range to finish him off with my Q, but ignite and minion damage secured me the kill. You should also manage your mana well. Here I use my range W and switch to melee form for a quick trade. That's not gonna work as well against a good Yasuo though, since he won't be standing there getting auto-attacked by you. I run out of mana, I can't fight back, and I'm an easy target for him. Here I'm getting engaged on by Yasuo and he tries to all-in me. I fight back mostly in melee form to get as little damage as possible while he's ulting me. I switch forms, run to my tower, try to sidestep his Q. I realize he's taking too many tower shots, so I try to turn on him and manage to do so. Now you should notice a pattern. I catch him with my AoE Q, I go for a trade, I wait till he wastes his wind wall. Knowing that he will dash towards me, I shoot my Q in that line, and I finish him off with my melee Q. If you're still struggling against Yasuo, you can still play safe and you can still build Ninja Tabis early on, and you should be fine to be honest. I hope you guys liked the video and found it helpful. If you have a matchup suggestion that you desperately need help with, leave a comment about it and I'll decide which matchup to go for next.